Alright, what's going on, guys? I'm back here today. I'm doing a little something with my car. As you can see here, I've got my sub box, and obviously I didn't show taking everything out. I didn't think about filming it until after I'd already started. So I took my subs out, all the wiring out and everything. So the reason I'm doing this is because my subs don't fit in my trunk right. So I'm gonna have to try and figure out how to take some of this off and shrink it a little bit, which I'm not sure how well that's gonna work yet, but that's what I'm gonna try to do. So I'm gonna be wrapping all this, like get rid of all this ugly carpet stuff, and I'm gonna go get some fabric and wrap it in something that looks a lot better than this weird carpet. So just figured I'd document this and show everybody what I'm doing. Alright, so I came around and halfway marked an inch around the whole thing, and I'm going to try to use that saw to cut through this. It's pretty thin fiber. Well, it's thick, but it's like brittle fiber type stuff. It's not like real wood, so I can't do much more than an inch here because this is where the sub screws in at, and I don't want it hanging over the edge of the new existing edge of the box. So that's about as far as I can go, and I'm hoping that'll give me enough clearance. So I'm gonna get that cut out. As you can see now, I've got this cut. I got the end cut off there, and what I'm gonna do is, if you can see this little seam right here, I'm gonna take the inside of this out, and then I'm gonna put it back on the inside like it was before, so that I lose that inch that I just cut off. Because if I were to put it back like this, obviously it'd still be the same size. But I was definitely not able to do that with this handsaw. I had to get a Sawzall, so luckily I figured that out, and I didn't take 3 hours to cut this. So I'm gonna do the other side, and then I should be about ready to put it back together and wrap it with some new fabric. So I'm gonna get to it. So I was able to cut these ends off and make this kind of like end cap or whatever you want to call it. Actually fit in there pretty nice. I was able to beat it into place with this rubber mallet. I just kind of set it on the edges and tapped it in, and it went in pretty nice. So now I'm just gonna take these screws back right here. I'm gonna take these through the sides. They're all lined down the side here, and that's what holds this into place. And I might take some caulking maybe and fill. I don't know if you can see. Yeah, you can see those little gaps, just to make sure that it's still sealed pretty well. So other than that, I'll be done with this side, and then I'm gonna move on and do the same thing with the other side. Alrighty, we're back here. I finally got the fabric for this thing. I got it all cut off on both sides here. Got it caulked up, sealed all the gaps, got some fabric picked out. This is probably the best thing I could have picked out. I think I'm pretty happy with it. I also got a fisheye on my camera. I'm sure that you can tell because the first few clips were zoomed in pretty well. So now you can see some stuff. I think it's probably a lot better to see me now that I got the fisheye on it. So I'm getting ready to use this Loctite spray adhesive, and I'm just gonna spray it on the surface underneath here, and then it's gonna make this fabric stick really nice. So I'm gonna do that, and then I'll show you what it looks like before I have to cut out the holes for the subs. And then there's also 2 holes back here for the terminals where the speaker wire hooks up. So I'll show you what it looks like once I'm done. So I got this thing wrapped all up, put the adhesive on it, stretched it around the side, wrapped it like a present kinda. And for the holes right here, I'm just taking a razor blade and I'm cutting like an X. And the reason for doing that is I'm gonna be able to tuck the fabric back into the hole so that it's not just hanging out. So now I can take this corner and push it in, and it's gonna follow the circle so that it'll look clean. and I'll be able to slide my terminals right back in, screw them just like they were before. So I'll do the same thing for the sub holes and then the port, and then I'm going to put everything back together and I'll show what the final product looks like. This is the finished product. I got all of the inside of the sub holes cut out, the fabric's all tucked back in there, everything's put back together, and I'm pretty freaking excited about the way that it looks. Better than that plain old carpet that you see on all the other ones. So now I'm going to put it back in the car and it'll be working again. So hope you liked the video. Thanks for watching.